there has been some accusations levied that, quite frankly, we made the mistake, by we I mean the Muslim community and our faith leaders made a gamble in allying with the left. Do you agree with the observation?
Yeah, the observation's sound.
Okay.
And decided that, yeah, the left is the one that's going to help us, right? They may have helped you in some fringe things, but the root of the matter is that their philosophy is rooted in their desires, and it's eventually you're going to cross paths. You have to cross paths with them eventually. But when you do cross paths, it's utter war, right? It's good. So why go into that conflict in the beginning? Cut it from the beginning.
The left seemed or appeared to be, and some would argue still are, the more plausible natural allies, because they don't want to kill you, they don't want to exterminate you.
But they do want to kill your faith.
But they don't want to physically kill you and exterminate you.
Fair enough.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, whether we have a generation of apostates or not is another conversation, right? But because the other argument is the right want to kill, they literally want to exterminate you.
Is that really true?
I don't think it is.
They may have a lot of hatred, but there are Muslims in Alabama.
Yeah.
There are Muslims in Texas. There are Muslims in those places. Wouldn't it have happened already?
Yeah.
Wouldn't some violence have already happened? And I think that we will come to an agreement, personally speaking, because these are people who believe in an objective truth, right? And they believe in right and wrong. Okay, so we're already in common. We have something in common.
We're talking about the right. What's generally perceived as the right.
But I wouldn't get too cozy with anyone who I know in the future we're going to cross paths. So what do I have to not speak out against atheism now? I can't speak out against anything. I have to censor too much. It's not a good deal. If a liberal army marched on Israel and said, we are liberating Gaza, we are making Gaza a state, okay? Right? I would say we're just trading one problem for another. Okay?
Yeah.
We're just trading one problem for another, because when those people liberate you, you owe them now, right? I don't want you liberating me, okay? I'll liberate myself. Because if you liberate me, now I owe you. Now I have to tiptoe with your agenda. Agree. But the idea here that we want to harmoniously, that's why I don't like interfaith. It cancels dawah in a sense. If I'm going to be all fuzzy-wuzzy with you as a priest, but truth is, I want to give you dawah. I need to tell you you are wrong about Jesus.
And isn't that the only interfaith that Islam acknowledges, where we convey the deen to them? Yeah. I mean, let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
Interfaith, from a Quranic perspective, even when Allah tells us to come to a common word with the Nasara, is nearly always to tell them that they've got it wrong and to worship Allah alone, right?
Correct. You're undermining dawah by a lot of those types of interfaith.
We're assuming that they're going to do some sort of favor for us down the road, or they're going to protect our rights. If they come into power, it's game over. Like they are the last people who are going to care about our rights to have a legal marriage or a religious marriage, or to have this or that or the other. The last people who are going to care.
Yeah. And they're going to delete us. They will delete. And why? Because they've done it before.
Yes.
Let me ask you, how many times have Christians backspaced other cultures and other religions? Let's see. If something's going to happen, it's not going to happen just like that. You would have muqaddimat.
Right.
Muqaddimat. Like, you're not going to win at the major league level unless you succeeded at the minor league level, then single A, double A, triple A, majors, right?
Yeah.
It will just come out of nowhere. Which group of people has silenced people, got them fired, ended their careers, controlled industries? Which group of people? And I'm not saying the right is our friend, but who has done it? I think that the left has done it far more times, just from my casual observation, ending careers, controlling industries on this subject, where it comes to the intersection of this subject, canceling people. Muslims still have the minority badge.
Yeah.
Right. So they tiptoe around Muslims a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because they still got the minority badge in many ways. We have refugees, we have darker skin colors, generally speaking, and Islam is like a minority thing in itself. get past all that stuff, right? They're going to hunt it down faster than they hunt down Christianity.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah, and we've seen
it's going to be a very interesting future as they are attaining more power. Yet